everybody, Lisa here. I am doing option 2 of discussion post chapter 5. I decided to observe and interview more than one person because fortunately enough for me, I work at a school district. So Clegg Elementary School is actually the school that I work at. And what happened is I decided to do the TK and kindergarten teachers because I felt like it was very in line with what we're currently learning and what we learned in the last chapter as well. So there's 4 of them. We have 2 TKs and 2 kindergarten teachers, and I was able to go outside and see them. I'm able to pop into their classrooms and check it out. We do a lot of really amazing things at Clegg, so I want to say that these teachers are absolutely exceptional, and what they do is amazing. The connections with the parents, the connections with the students, and everybody else in between. So anyhow, we're going to move on forward. Their role are kindergarten teachers, like I said. The learning environment happens to be at a school, and it's an amazing school. I would like to discuss the intelligences that the students are actually being introduced to, because like in kindergarten, they're not quite there with the multiple intelligences. However, you can see which students kind of are going in which directions, and I wanted to explain that a little bit. So linguistically, we have a school district that is introducing 2 languages on top of English into everyday learning, which is Vietnamese and Spanish. So linguistically, they're being introduced to other languages. Logically, mathematically, our school is a STEM-focused school, which is a STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. So students are doing something with STEM every single day, and it's pretty remarkable how quickly students are learning nowadays. Spatial and kinesthetic introductions are being introduced with outdoor activities. We have sporting people that we bring in. There's a lot happening with kinesthetics. The kids are learning how to use their space as well. And learn their gross motor skills in that sense. And like I said, these are all introductions and kind of like, the children figuring out where their intelligences are. Musical, we have VAPA. So VAPA is visual and art, performing arts, which is absolutely adorable when the students perform. Interpersonal and intrapersonal, we have what's called social emotional learning. That is an activity that's done almost every single day with the students. It could be anything from community circles to like identifying, is that person sad or mad? Like, they're trying to figure out what's going on. The students are trying to figure out how to read people a little bit better, right? And then naturalism. There's a lot being introduced outside. There's nature, the animals, there's animal classrooms and animals. One of the teachers has a lizard and a rabbit. I don't remember what kind of lizard it was, but anyhow, the children are being introduced to living things and how to take care of them, and how that, without taking care of them, they will die. So that's actually really kind of cute. In my opinion, these teachers would score very high with Sternberg's triathec theory. Sorry if I butchered that. Analytical creativity and practical intelligences. I think that they're showing every single day. So analytical would be like the research, right? Like they're doing the research. They're finding out what's going on in the world around them and seeing what other schools are doing and how students can react to certain things. Creativity, they're kindergarten teachers. Of course they're going to be creative, right? Like the kids have so many things that they're doing almost every single day. And again, it's all learning based. Practical, obviously with the practical and kindergarten teachers, your students are only capable of so much, right? So I think that they do a really good job of altering plans if students need extra help in certain areas. I did want to mention that the kids, like I'm talking about the students mostly, but with the teachers, they're designing the programs from, I would say, based on Gardner's multiple intelligences. And then lastly, I'd like to add that I'm fortunate to work there. Like I said, some of these people are my favorite people in the whole wide world. They have a lot of patience and care, and and what they demonstrate with their students is just remarkable. And if anybody has a chance to go ever watch a kindergarten classroom in action, I highly recommend it. It's fun. It's not boring. All right, you guys, have a good one. Thank you so much. Sorry, one thing I wanted to add is my little interview that I had with the teachers, because I was able to sit down with them. I asked them what skills were important in their daily lives: scheduling, staying on schedule, having consistent routines, cultivating relationships with the kids to build trust, and let the students have a voice, like youth voice and choice. And then how do they solve problems? With so many different personalities, all in one little space, you really have to understand that not one little thing always works on every single kid. Everything's going to be a little different, and you have to understand and really truly know your students in order to solve problems and come up with really good solutions. I did ask how they came up with the creativity. Pinterest was their top thing. They said Pinterest was amazing. Other teachers, and then obviously trainings, and then what types of learning and training were most helpful. The teachers that I talked to, they said that they were visual learners. They were mostly visual learners. So, it tracks, right? Visual learning and kinesthetic learning, I feel like go a little bit hand in hand. But anyhow, that's it. Have a good one. I'm really done this time.